Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis, and today we're actually going to be talking about Unido or UDO. Now this is one of those interesting, assets that have seen a fairly strong decline in price, and it has been bottoming out at a major price point for a lot of accumulation to actually happen on it. And again, when we're talking about a lot of these assets, I've discussed to you guys about ALBT when it was at its pretty much prime entry points at around 20 cents. And I do think that this one is very similar in that aspect, as well as some major overall updates I do want to talk to you guys a little bit about with UDO. So with that being said, let's just jump into it and let's talk about the overall market. So we are seeing, a little bit of a decline in the overall crypto market cap. We're down about 6.10%, sitting at about $2.47 trillion. Nothing too crazy. Obviously, we could see some more volatile price action on Bitcoin, with some major drops in price as well. Overall, there could be a lot of volatile price action happening around the end of October into, the first beginning, days or even weeks of November. So, expect a little bit of some volatile price action. Now, today we're going to be talking about Unido, like I said. Incredible overall enterprise grade asset. It has been ranging around the 11-cent range, but now we do see it ranging around the 12-cent range. So it actually has jumped around the 12-cent range. On the 1 month span, we could actually kind of see where the bottoming point for this was. It was around 11 cents with, possible sometimes lows of 10 cents almost roughly. So around that point is some major support and a little bit of, it's just major buy points down here. Like, in my opinion, I think that this is solid accumulation around the 11 centile range. Even at our current price points, I think it's extremely good accumulation points. The year to date, check out the year to date when we hit, a dollar back in March. So when we're talking about the all-time chart for this, I think that this has a huge future ahead of it for what it is trying to accomplish. 47 million in circulating supply with 115 million in total supply, sitting at about a $6.1 million market cap. Yeah, this is extremely undervalued. Holders tab, we are seeing a little bit of diminishing holders right now. In fact, we are down to about 2,983, but we do see, this kind of sitting stable a little bit, nothing too crazy in terms of movement. So until we do see some major accumulation happening on this asset, this is not going to get a major breakout point. Now, we do see that the trade volume is down about roughly almost 65%, sitting at only $124,000 in trade volume. That is absolutely ridiculous, to say the least. Now, the reason why the trade volume is so low is because it is only on two platforms mainly. It's on Uniswap as well as Gate.io. Of course, it's on Buybox, PancakeSwap, 0x Protocol, and 1inch, but a lot of those don't actually have a lot of volume. Most of the volume is coming from Uniswap as well as Gate.io and Buybox. So there's not too much volume actually on this asset right now. So until we do see some major volume influxes, this is not going to get a major breakout point, which I think is great for accumulation to actually occur on this asset. And I think that we are near bottoming points. I don't think that we come down much lower. On the year span, we could kind of see that we are essentially around that 11 centile range, going all the way back to around the beginning of September and even going back to around August. Now, do I think that we could see lower price action if Bitcoin does allow it? Yeah, sure. We could see possibly 7 cents to 8 cents being retested. It is just where Bitcoin really wants us to lie. Bitcoin dominance right now is up about 48.2%. So I'm watching Bitcoin fairly closely right now. But with that being said, we are going to be talking about why Unido is such a big gem. So with that being said, before we fully jump into this, I just want to let you guys know, if you guys do want to get my personal exit strategies, all that kind of stuff, you guys can do so on my website, NCashOfficial.com. The best buy for your buck is the Ultimate Crusader Trading Bundle Pack. This includes everything that is on the store as well as all future products for free. I will be launching more and more products as time does go on. So definitely get in if you guys do want something like that or if you are interested. Now, let's talk about this. So first off, we are excited to announce that Unido Enterprise platform is nearing its launch. Here we revisit what makes Unido EP so powerful for institutions looking to enter crypto markets. Here's a glimpse to our web wallet, a significant part of our overarching enterprise offering. Now check this out. Let me mute this and let's watch. So overall, this is fairly clean. Let me, make it bigger. I don't know if the quality is going to be good because I do know that Twitter kind of sucks with that. So the quality is fairly bad on the zoomed in scale, but we can kind of see how clean it is overall. I know it's not the greatest quality, it sucks to say, but hey, this is essentially how clean it is though. I do really like that nice sort of dark vibe with the orange, sort of colorations. Overall, visually, I think that this is a great, compelling, visually, pleasing overall app, and I think that it does provide its main value for it being a web wallet. And this is great for, again, enterprise use cases when we're talking about the long-term viewpoints on this. And when we're really talking about what this could actually hold in terms of value, it's immense. I've talked to you guys about Unidoep for a fairly long time, even in regards to AOBT. I've talked to you guys about AOBT because what AOBT is doing is huge. And we have been seeing that in terms of price points, right? We've seen 70 cents, and I'm going to be talking and addressing Alliance Block as well because there has been some significant updates. But overall, this is a great demo of what's to come for Unidoep, and I think that this is great because this is focused on enterprise grade use cases. Why is enterprise grade use cases fairly important? Well, we'll talk about that. But first, check out this, Unidoep's burn and recycle model, a mechanism put in place to support stability of the UDO token as growth accelerates. We will reduce the total supply by 20% from 115 million to 92 million. This will be a reduction of our supply by 20%. This is extremely bullish because guess what that means? The total supply gets diminished, the circulating supply becomes more and more important to watch for because at 92 million, this is over 50% in circulation, which is great to see for an asset. Now again, I love assets that have that burn and recycle sort of model. We see that with a lot of altcoins or, assets within this DeFi space. We even talk about, Stack having a burn fee. There's a lot of assets out there. Even AOBT has a burn rate. So, I love that because it does diminish a lot of the supply that's out there. But for something like UDO, there's not much supply anyway. So I think that that is great to see. Now, I do also want to talk to you guys a little bit about what's happening with UDO. We do see here, do you know the heart of Unidoep Core has a Unidoep Core API? Unidoep Core API enables third parties to build and develop new products and software built on top of our core technology, bringing security and governance to blockchain apps globally. I think that this is great. Again, these DeFi tokens are really going to run when that DeFi market cap that I addressed in my stack video really starts to run at a massive rate, and that's what I'm really watching for right now. Overall, when we just hear this initiative and revolutionary technology is now being engineered as a wow, I can't even talk. Overall, this is going to be engineered as a ubiquitous construct to be made available for use in any distributed app, which involves blockchain level transaction signing. Unidoep Core will provide authenticated access via a documented API, making the Unidoep construct available for the developer community at large, enhancing the levels of governance and security for any distributed app involved in blockchain authentication. Unidoep Core API in a nutshell, easy to integrate as a connected API or a conventional API, enables any decentralized app or dApp with enterprise-grade security, serves as a gateway to the Unidoep ecosystem. So this is great when we're talking about some major overall innovation and adoption happening for the Unidoep ecosystem. I think that this is going to ever grow and prosper as time goes on, and we have been seeing that as well. In fact, I do want to show you guys a few price targets that I personally am watching for, and when we're talking about the major use cases behind this asset and what it could really achieve, I think that an 80x, which isn't even from our current price, but when we're seeing $20 at $2.3 billion for market cap, that is absolutely ridiculous. So I think that the potential for UDO in the long-term viewpoints is absolutely ridiculous. I would personally be watching this one very closely, first off this bull run, as well as kind of loading up for the next bull run, because we do know that enterprise-grade use cases are coming to crypto. And what does that mean for UDO? Well, the ecosystem is going to grow and be adopted by a lot of those enterprise-grade use cases. Now we also see Alliance Block here, right? We are excited to announce that UDO or Unido decided to expand our partnership by choosing a bridge UDO to BSC through our interoperability solution, Alliance Bridge. Now this is great to see, but this goes all the way back to August 25th. And the reason why I'm bringing this back up is because when we're talking about Alliance Block in terms of price appreciation, I think that UDO is going to follow through within that as well. And I think that these assets are really set to, really kind of disrupt in terms of price potential and targets. And when we're talking about the price appreciation that's going to be happening for the entire DeFi scene, that is going to be happening once the DeFi scene really kind of breaks out. That's where we will see a push along the lines for all DeFi tokens, and I'm very, very excited for that point in time. Now, again, this is great for anybody who is holding ALBT and UDO, or just UDO or ALBT. Now, we also hear as institutional inflow into crypto increases, the growing demand for enterprise platforms is inevitable. UDO or Unido and Insto are two products that target this growing demand with a suite of products making investing in DeFi and cryptocurrency secure, regulated, and fast. And of course, we are seeing here, let it flow, let it flow, let it flow. Is it too early for Christmas puns? Institutional inflows into cryptocurrency swelled like a snowstorm this week, with total assets held by institutional managers reaching $72.3 billion. And this is great, like I said, for the Unido overall ecosystem, because once that grows in terms of demand, it also grows in terms of the ecosystem growing as well. Now we also see here Unido EP, new web wallet, features a streamlined filtering and navigational system, but also doubles as a new security layer via phone, giving businesses the power to add or remove members, find consensus approved transactions, and more. Again, I always love web wallets or even mobile wallets because it does allow for a lot of usability and also connectivity. So again, when we're talking about what's happening with UDO and the future of what this actually really has to hold, I think it's great to see where this actually goes in terms of the upside potential. I think it has a ton. We even see here sustaining an ecosystem in the crypto space can be problematic over time, but Unido has created an ecosystem development fund dedicated to subsiding and incentivizing third-party projects looking to build on top of Unido Core. Again, they are doing everything great from start to finish. I'm so excited for this project. I have a lot of confidence within this project as well, and I think that it is just a solid DeFi asset, and it's connected to a lot of my other assets like Alliance Block, possibly even Hedera Hashgraph, and a lot of other assets alike. So I'm very, very bullish on this asset, especially in the long-term growth when we're talking about minimal market caps for what this really has in terms of price appreciation. So I'm watching this one fairly closely, and trust me guys, I did not forget about UDO. I'm fairly bullish on it still, and I think that the long-term growth of UDO has a ton of potential, especially when we're looking at the year chart in terms of this massive consolidation that has occurred. So, the next price targets for this, who knows, right? It could be $2, could be $3, could be $5 plus. I am going to be here for it, and I'm going to be watching it fairly closely as we do range up to those nice targets. But overall, with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on. If you guys don't want free content, you guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. As always, I hope that you all have a beautiful day or a beautiful night. Wherever you guys are, it's beautiful. This has been Nick. Peace out, guys.